You know, when the little boy was finally removed from the home he was raised in, he was 6.5 years old and weighed just 23 pounds. Now, the state is trying to prove that both women who oversaw his care are responsible, not just the one he called mom, but the one he referred to as grandma as well. 56-year-old Peggy Starr waived a jury trial to have a judge hear her case. She faces a first-degree assault charge for allegedly starving a little boy she helped her daughter care for in New Durham. That daughter, Christina Thomas, is already serving time for what authorities say was her part in the crime, convicted of enhanced first-degree assault in February 2013. It's expected the state will call many of the same witnesses, including the little boy's biological mother, who testified today, known in the case by the initials EA.
He has a scar on one of his legs from when Peggy hit a spatula and it cut him when it broke.
EA describes a toxic home environment. She was living with Christina Thomas and her 5 children when her son was born. EA describes herself as having developmental disabilities and entrusted his care to Thomas and Starr, who she claims punished him for often getting sick, an issue later determined to be reflux related.
People were told not to feed him, and they wouldn't feed him.
In court, EA described the boy being put in trash cans and dog crates, disciplined even if he said he was hungry. Starr's defense attorney getting EA to admit that she sometimes disciplined the boy as well.
I never said I was an angel.
He was removed from the home at the age of 6, weighing 23 pounds. His biological mother says when she saw him after, during supervised visits, he had quickly put on weight and grown.
Yes, that the food that everybody was saying that was making him sick wasn't making him sick.
Peggy Starr could face 30 years if she's convicted. Now, the boy, by the way, he turns 12 this summer and is said to be thriving, living with the family that adopted him about 5 years ago. Reporting live in Portsmouth, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.